Okay.
What's up, people on Twitch? What's up, people on YouTube? This is Drafts on Tap. I'm Evan Hoovler with me always, my co-host Waleed, and we do mock salary cap drafts to try and get you there. Today's the first one of the season, and as always for every season, I have my famous barbecue strategy. This time, I've tuned it down into a two-page chart. You just cross off guys, you bid around this number, you can bid more or less based on it, and then you just modify your budget as you go. It's dead simple. Anyone can print it out with a minute to go and have a competitive team without studying. That's the whole point. How you doing, Waleed?
I'm doing fantastic. I've been wrong. I'm in the minority here. I know I'm in the minority, but frankly, like Justin Fields, guys, I'm telling you right now, Justin Fields, he's the truth. Get your Justin Fields shares. Do it early, not later.
Speaking,
He's gonna be a breakout candidate this year.
no, he's not. Forgive people of
100%.
YouTube. Don't let Waleed lay you off a cliff here. 9 out of 10 people.
Well, leave me off a cliff. How dare you, Evan? How dare? Like, I know you're trying to incite.
Oh, Waleed yelled so loud he lost. He went out there. Oh, Gibson, huh? So now I'm going to cross
All right,
off
Mr.
Gibson
Wilson,
on my
I
list
love it.
here.
It looks like I want to point out we have full-on live people here. Oh no, we got one auto drafter here.
Yeah,
Mr.
let's
Is he
shove
an
it up
auto
his.
drafter though? He's only doing $1 more, so that's not an
Well,
auto draft move.
we're going to
There
start
we
that.
go. Don't do the $1 bids; those are stupid. Antonio Gibson. I'm going to be honest. I want very little to do with the Washington Commanders. There's only one player on that team I will touch, and that player is Terry McLaurin. I think Terry McLaurin is a great buy because I love wide receivers who are pretty damn good in a contract year. The only problem is, I mean, Carson Wentz sucks.
And no surprise, Antonio Gibson went to the bot for something that no human wanted to pay, and now we're nickel and diamond Jonathan Taylor here for some reason. What the heck?
I was going to say, we're not nickel and diming Jonathan Taylor. It's
Good.
just stupid.
So now I'm crossing off Jonathan Taylor from my list, and
Yeah.
he's in the $45 budgeted. I could bid more, but I have to then somehow make it up for it later. I don't feel like making up $21, $22 now, so
I
I'm
love.
just going to go ahead and pass on
I,
this.
I will point out Jonathan Taylor is probably my RB1 going into the season. I think it, but the fact is, I don't really. I don't usually try to target the number one running back because those guys are just going to be.
The supply and demand becomes very exponential at the top level. And Jonathan Taylor, fun fact, had the lowest score for a fantasy number one running back in the last 6 years.
Yeah. Now I have my guys that I want. And I don't know, like Jonathan he's a tough one for me because I'm not sure how I feel about that Colts offense. I do think the addition of Matt Ryan is going to make it a very interesting team. And the thing is, they're going to run the football. That's the other thing. Austin Eckler, I don't know why. Like, I always am lower on him than everyone else. And I think history's proven that I'm usually wrong about that. Austin
62 is kind of ridiculous.
62 seems like too much for him.
Yeah.
Oh, who am I going to nominate here? Let's see. I like to nominate a guy that I won't touch this year. Let's go with Kyler Murray. I'm not interested in Kyler Murray this year. So, let's see. I just get some money off the board. Honestly, I wasn't prepared. I should have had my queue set up because I wouldn't have picked a quarterback this early.
And the reason why Waleed wouldn't tell me if I'm wrong is because you want to suck as much money out of the pot early as possible.
Yeah, and I completely screwed that up.
And right now, I'm just...
Yeah, I'm setting my queue up.
I'm just price enforcing the bot pretty much is what I'm doing right now.
Basically, this guy left, so he's going to get punished for it.
Well, or he's going to get a very affordable Kyler Murray. That's.
I mean, $10 for Kyler Murray isn't in a 10 quarterback in a 10-man league. That's still way too expensive. I don't think I'm putting more than $5 on a quarterback.
I think this bot's going to get some Kamaras. I think it's going to get some Deshaun Watsons. I think I know what's going to happen to this bot. Oh my God! Projected $6 for Deshaun Watson. Should I dare? Should I do it? Should I nominate him out there, see if the bot bids for him?
Okay. I'm sorry, but Javonte Williams. There we go. That's a much more reasonable price for Javonte Williams. You know, like,
Good nomination, Josh.
yeah, Javonte Williams is a great nomination if he's not the guy you're targeting. And I'm not sure how high I am on Javonte Williams at his price. I love Javonte Williams this year. I don't know that I'm going to pay full on RB1 when they re sign Melvin Gordon. And there's a chance that they're going to go into a timeshare. Although I do like the offensive scheme that Nathaniel Hackett's going to be bringing into Denver. And I think Russell Wilson in there. I actually feel like that offense is going to be pretty exciting. But 47 is just a little bit too high for me because I have guys that I like more.
It's the right price for me because on my list it says the number 45, and he's just a little more, so I'm going to go for it.
Yeah, actually, I will say 45 is probably a good price. Cooper Kupp, I think, is going to be way too overpriced. Like, people they're overcompensating for last year. And, I mean, the odds of him repeating last year, the season where he was matching, like, Jerry Rice on historical trends is, like, nil.
Cooper Kupp and Jonathan Taylor have that problem in salary cap where they're in a tier of one person. And supply and demand, when the supply is one, the demand goes through the roof and the bids go through the roof.
Oh, Jalen Waddle, another great nomination because there's going to be a lot of guys who are high on Jalen Waddle. I have some concerns about Tua, but I kind of feel like some of those concerns are overblown. There's also one of those things where there might be too many mouths in there. I have my issue with nominating Jalen Waddle this early is I think he's actually, if you only nominate him this early, trying to get him cheap. Because $15, not a bad price for him.
Last year, our bread and butter was nominating high-end wide receiver twos early because you want to get people bidding on them because the market will crash on wide receivers eventually. And so
but I think Waddle's a low-end wide receiver too is the problem.
Yeah.
So it didn't have the same value. Honestly, I feel like these guys are doing. This is a lot more competitive than I thought it was going to be this early. So I'm kind of excited. You guys here, you're doing a good job. I'm proud of you.
For barbecue, I just have a list of 10 wide receiver twos that could break out, and I'm saying get 4 of them for $30 total once the market crashes. That's one big part of barbecue that's a change this year. James Cook, one of our Discord
James Cook
darlings. Do you know who his brother is? Whom his brother
I think I've heard of him. Is it Delvin?
It is.
Oh, yeah. Everyone seems to think that James Cook is going to be Delvin Cook. I'm going to let you in on a little secret, guys. He's not. $2 for James Cook, so obviously not a lot of
Discord people. Do I do Watson?
I feel like he would have gone for 3.
Do I do Watson? See if the bottle bid?
I mean, this could be an Andrew Luck for you if you do that.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Go for it. I'm
doing it. Come on, bot. Yes!
The bot did it. The bot did it. Thank you to Sean Watson. The guy who might be suspended for the entire year.
Screw
the guy
who
should be suspended for the entire year.
I'm going to stick it to this bot all day long, man. High risk, high reward there in terms of my enjoyment.
All right, so let's see. Who are the wide receivers?
James Cook got nominated. He's on my bench stashes list, so I crossed him off my bench stashes list. Again, if you're just tuning in, I'm doing barbecue 22. This year, I've got it automated, so you don't even need to study anything. You just come in, look at the list.
What the hell?
What is,
Ben Taylor just nominated J.J. Taylor.
Well, I think, speaking of brothers, I think we now know who J.J. Taylor's brother is.
Ben Taylor, the brother of New England running back J.J. Taylor, said that I'm going to take this running back who no one knows about because Damian Harris doesn't exist, Ramondre Stevenson doesn't exist, James White doesn't exist. The New England backfield is all about J.J. Taylor. That is a bold move.
It really is a bold move. Excuse me. My goodness. Okay, if you're just tuning in, I nominated Deshaun Watson for 1 to make the bot bid 2 on them because screw the bot. And then Ben Taylor, brother of New England running back J.J. Taylor, we presume, bid 54 on J.J. Taylor. Nominate him for 54 because no one's nominating J.J. Taylor. He's not on my bench stashes list.
I think it's adorable. Mr. Matt, I don't know if you're in our Twitch stream. I don't know if you're in our Discord, but you should know I'm not going to let you get Najee Harris. I mean, I might. It depends how high he goes. I have a cap on the price. Grayson might want him. Who does Grayson have also? Let's see. I kind of think I'm done here if I don't get him on this one. Okay, you can get him at 58. As much as I like Najee.
Ooh.
I almost did the last minute thing there because I do really like Najee Harris this year. Just Najee Harris is such a good, safe bet just because of the way the Pittsburgh Steelers handled the running back position.
I'm glad that I have this fully automated barbecue strategy, almost fully automated, because it's allowing me to free up the mental power to make my all bot nominations team.
Nice.
Kamara, I think he's gonna the bot who I've gendered as he. I'm gonna give him Kamara, Hopkins. I think he needs Rob Gronkowski too. It's a high need.
I will say
for this spot.
Grayson spent $120, but he's got Eckler and Najee Harris. That's a solid running back combination.
That's a in previous years completely barbecue strategy.
Yeah, it's exactly the way you'd want to go about targeting it. I can't spend this much on a wide receiver. I wish I could spend like $50+ on a top end wide receiver. It's so hard for me.
Who else does this block the? Yeah, it kind of blocks it. Okay, I'm just learning. I'm doing some production on the fly here. All right. So how much did Cooper Kupp end up going for anyway? Let's see here. 55. That is. Let me just pull up my data here.
All right. I was going to say, there's no way Derrick Henry's going for.
Yeah, these people have tepid opening nomination prices.
Yeah.
Let me just pull up my Google sheet here where I have all the data from eight real drafts. Let's see here. Oops, nope, did not want to go into that one.
See, Derrick Henry, a guy I'm not interested in. Great nomination. He should have been my first nomination, honestly.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I changed barbecue. I don't want to get too high in guys because I might just end up with overpaying for Taylor or Eckler or getting somebody with a career injury history.
Yeah.
Or with way too much wear and tear.
No, honestly, like there is a ceiling in what I'll get. Here's the thing. Honestly, I'm just gonna get the guys I want. But I tend to get like I have like a list of them, and then as I get near the bottom, unless they if they go over my price point, then I'll overpay on those guys in that last tier if I have to.
Ben Taylor paid $69 for Derrick Henry. Was that a jump bid, or did somebody else bid $68? Do you remember?
Someone bid $68.
Wow, because the highest I've seen him go for is $63 so far. Yeah. So that's the highest.
Honestly, I think Derrick Henry's numbers are going to be right around there because the fact is, like before he got hurt, he was the RB1 and he was just dominant. So I get it, but DJ Moore, who's the quarterback in Carolina? Exactly. No thanks.
Yeah. So far, the running backs have gone for a tick more than I've seen usually, and the wide receivers have gone for half a tick less than I've seen usually. So,
and you know why that is? Because we actually have people in here.
So, well, all my data is from drafts with at least 8 humans who stick around the whole time, or I toss the data out. Yeah, that's the advantage to this. You don't get Yahoo's data, which includes bots. You get non-bot data if you get my spreadsheets, which are free. Come to the Football Absurdity Discord, and I'll just give them to you.
You can also pull them up on their website.
I heard this guy's James Cook's brother. I bet he's pretty good.
Yeah, because he's James Cook's less good brother. That's what I've heard.
Let's see here. So because it's like counting cards, because the wide receivers have gone for half a tick less and the running backs have gone for a tick more, I suspect the bottom will fall out. We're ahead in the count, which means I suspect the bottom will fall out on the wide receiver market a tad earlier. It usually falls out around wide receiver 16. Right now, based on the cards, I bet you it will fall out just a
Let's take a look at Tony's team here. Tony's going for Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase. I think he's going for the all LSU team. I expect Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Joe Burrow to be on that team. If that's not who you end up getting, Tony, you've done it wrong. Mike Williams nominated way too early. Which is not to say that's fine. I think Mike Williams is going to be great this year. For $10 though, I can find guys who will be just as good.
Yeah.
For half that
You
price.
got to get your wide receivers after the market crashes. The market's
Yeah.
nowhere near crashing. So whoever's nominating these,
Unless you're Tony, and you're going for the
true.
best running backs.
And that's what I say in my latest barbecue. This isn't the best strategy. I'm sure many people are like, this strategy is not as good as my strategy. You're probably right. This is just an infinitely repeatable, foolproof, no thought strategy that will keep you competitive after the draft. So don't think that if somebody else is doing something that I would never do, means that I disapprove of what they're doing. CMC, what's he going for? Average value of 54 with almost all human drafts.
But here's the truth of the matter. Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, if they continue doing what they're doing, he's going to destroy people with that. Like he's gonna have to find some value at running back. But I think this is actually a pretty deep running back here.
After the top 12, I think that's when you get to the Antonio Gibsons of the world.
Yeah. You know what? Like I thought Christian McCaffrey was going to be cheaper this year, but he hasn't really been. Like he's like $10 cheaper, but for his injury history over the last 2 years, I can't justify paying his price.
All it takes is two people who are in love with Christian McCaffrey, and there's no justifying it.
I love McCaffrey, but I don't the price he's been going at so far.
That's $7 more than he usually goes for.
Too much soft tissue injuries over the last few years. It's just I don't trust it. I don't know. Aaron Jones for 33 seems way too cheap. Like I'm looking at this, but like if this price point stays the way it is on Aaron Jones, I'm gonna probably have to make a bid just because like history shows he's better. Yeah, we're getting closer to where he should be going. The problem is he's a Packer, so I can only like him so much.
Famous Bears homer. All right, so now I write down his... first, before I update my sheet, I nominate this bot poison, and then I add...
Oh.
There it is. All right.
Yeah. You are being punished for
Aaron
the choices
Jones.
you made, Tyler.
I add Aaron Jones to my list, and I mark down that he was $40 on a $45 budget. So now I was too high after Javonte. I was up 2, but now I'm subtracting 5, so I have $3 extra to work with. So I just note that at the top of my sheet. I'm minus 3. I'm 3 under par. I got 3 strokes to work with, and I put an X through running backs. The first 2 running backs because I already have 2. That's how you do it. Kamikers.
Take him for $3.
What is going on here?
I don't actually like Cam Akers that much, though. All right, you guys can have him at this price. All right, right now, Josh, Tracy, and myself are the only ones who haven't spent $1 yet, which is nice because I haven't really. The only player I really have wanted is Najee Harris. I mean, I wouldn't have minded McCaffrey if I could have gotten him at a good price, but.
Interestingly, Javonte Williams and Aaron Jones, my 2 players, have gone for 47 and 40, which is the exact average in my human mock data thing.
I was going to say, did Devontae Adams go yet? I had him in my queue ready to nominate.
Tony says Terrace Marshall, so now I'm going to look that up.
Oh, Terrace Marshall's a wide receiver in Carolina.
No, thank you.
Yeah. I actually like him. I think he could be an interesting sleeper candidate, except for the fact that I just don't want anything to do with that offense.
I don't want
Devontae Adams.
The Raiders trading for a wide receiver 1 is something that I've seen happen 2 times now already with Jordy Nelson and Antonio Brown, and I'm just done. I'm done. I'm looking back, not forward, but I'm over it.
Devontae Adams is the best. Has been the best receiver in football over the last 3 years. I don't even think you could make a reasonable debate against it. Just from a pure production standpoint, I think he's got the connection with Derek Carr. My big thing is I'm not spending $40 on a receiver. When I'm very good at finding the guys who are going to break out.
All right, Buffalo's D's got nominated. Watch this. This is baffling to me. It happens most of the time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Why?
I baffled. The first time I thought it happened, I thought it was just Buffalo, but I've seen it happen. Let me see here.
Is it Buffalo? Like, are people going hardcore at Buffalo?
The number that's come up the most for nominating Buffalo. They've been won for $4 over 50% of the time. $4.
All right. Let's see. I've noticed Leonard Fournette's been going for a lot of money drafts, and now he doesn't seem like he is. So I'm kind of curious. Okay, there we go.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I want nothing to do with Leonard Fournette. So, but I figured he was a good way to get a good chunk of money off the board. Like some of the high end running backs at this point, now that money's going, I'm not targeting some of the top guys as much because, like, I might get a value on someone who's a lot higher, even though I might not be as high in them. I'm going to get them at a good price.
Leonard Fournette is the top 3 player in terms of the range, the biggest range of values I've seen him go for. I've seen people bid $18 to $43 for them.
All right.
No, this is the bots. Let the bot have them. They need someone to pair with Gronkowski and Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, but not for $5.
Oh my gosh, when I nominated Deshaun Watson, the bot already had a quarterback. I was playing with fire there.
For 15. I mean, I understand that he's going to miss like 6 games, but the games he plays.
And Gator fan Josh says he really wanted Eckler, but he had to rein it in. Yeah, 62 for Eckler is high. The highest I've seen him go for is
20 max for Kamara, but I'll take him at that price.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
The average he goes for is the average he goes for is 37.
Really?
Yeah. This is currently the lowest he's gone for is 32. So this is interesting.
I think this is right around where he should be going if you look at it. Then again, he would have gone for 60 if it wasn't for the beating the shit out of a guy. Yeah. So figure 30 for the games he's going to play might make sense, but I think that number should be like I think 20 is the max that he should be going for.
Yeah, I'm not drafting him, and I don't judge anybody who does, but I'm not drafting because it's hard for me to be like, come on, get a poor sentence for beating that guy. Come on, justice, don't be served. It's hard for me to root that way.
Yeah, I agree. But I think $25, I think it's a decent price for him, like from a value standpoint.
It's 7 lower than I've seen him go for so far in my all-human mock auction data.
But I think that's about right where he should be going price-wise. And I think as we get closer to the season, that's probably what the number is going to be.
Yeah, as the concept of suspension becomes more and more tangible in people's minds.
Oh, this is the guy I'm going to nominate next. Actually...
I hate this bot so much.
See ya. There we go. Ben Taylor. I like Ben Taylor's style.
Yeah, Joe Mixon's AAV right now in my charts is $51. So, yeah. Just did it. Wow. That is quite an affordable Joe Mixon.
I think so, but I don't really like him this year. I think there's going to be some regression on the Cincinnati side. So, I'm not as high on it.
The range he's gone for is 44 to 60. So, 46 real on the low end there. Devo, glorified gadget player.
I love that people say that, even though it's 100% not true. His numbers before they were using him as a running back were equal to what they were with the running back usage. He was just getting less receptions and more rushings, but his actual touches, like in the first half and second season, are pretty damn similar. I'll take him for 28. Are you kidding me? All right.
I'm going to continue to do what I always do, which is wait for the bottom to fall out of the wide receiver market.
Pretty much, yeah.
And that's when I start going for 60% of listed value or 50%.
But $25 for that is not a bad, like...
And the bot is officially, no, not officially, almost out of money. The bot's running back 2 is, it's Cam Akers. Bot ended up with a decent team except for Deshaun Watson and Rob Gronkowski. Let's see.
Oh. So we do like Saquon this year, guys. Interesting.
What's going down? Saquon Barkley is another person with a huge range. This is the most I've seen him go for.
Really?
Yeah, although now this is 9 drafts, I haven't seen him go for the same price twice.
What's his average been basically?
His average has been 31.
31.
Yeah.
Interesting. 31's incredibly. That's way too low. It's probably because he's been getting nominated too late. Saquon Barkley is going to be a RB1 this year. I think I like him a year after the ACL tear. He's an athletic freak, a top 5. Like he should be a top 5 guy. I feel like Saquon. There's a good chance he's going to be Gurley when he showed up to the Rams. I think the Dabble edition is huge. I like Saquon a lot.
Josh asked, what did you say your cap on Eckler was? I didn't say what my cap was. I said what my budget amount was, which is 45. I think I'd go up to 53 for Eckler. That would be my cap, and then I'd find the rest, the $8 elsewhere.
So what do we think about $10 for Josh Jacobs?
Yes. Josh Jacobs is the most boring. He's auction gold in that he's a boring guy who just gets a boring 1,000 yards and is a boring RB2, and so nobody wants him, and so there's no bidding war. It's fabulous.
I'm looking because the things I've seen, he seems to go pretty cheap, and I'm like, honestly, for what the price he's going for, his production, no question, is solid.
He is so boring. It's so great.
Yeah.
And now I've talked Josh into it. Okay, what am I doing? What did I do here?
Let's see.
Budget amount for Josh Jacobs is 18.
It's Deku. Hey, Deku, nice to see you, buddy. Are you in this draft or no?
I'll do that.
It's knocked that primer already, 100%.
I have $3 to spare here. Josh, you can have them. I had $3 to spare, and I don't really want to go too far in the hole in my over-under here. And the bot still has money left, so here you go, bot.
Ooh, I like it. What's the story with Hopkins now? He's hurt, right?
He's out 6 games for drug use.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Okay. Depending on his price, I'd still take him.
Yes.
When he comes back, he'll be great.
Yes, this isn't so much me punishing the bot so much as I want to see if I can get the bot to just buy players that they can't start and fail to field a team.
I can see that. Yeah, sorry. I'll take him for $10. Like, that's a no-brainer for potentially having a wide receiver 1 in the back end.
Deku. Oh, hey. I was wondering who you were talking about.
See, I'm always torn in situations like this. Because, I don't want to invest too much money early in, guys that I can't use. But at the same time, DeAndre Hopkins for $16? Are you fucking kidding me? A guy who could legitimately end up still being a top 10 receiver, even with 6 games missed.
And Waleed drops his first F-bomb of the year, people. People who hammered the over in Vegas cashed in here.
This is my 3rd F-bomb in this chat.
Yeah, you know what? When I insulted Justin Fields, I bet you there was one that fell through there. I think you cut out during the Justin Fields, though. Mandrews.
No, I definitely have been.
Mandrews.
Oh, good. $25 for Mandrews.
Child's personal hero.
Are you going to let this slide? No. Are you going to let him take your baby boy? No, you aren't, Evan. I'm just trying to make Evan spend money.
A tenet of barbecue strategy this year is get a top 5 running back, and if you can, get a top 2. Don't think about it. Just do it. Get the positional advantage. Yeah.
Okay.
Someone posted the last time Travis Kelce was finished outside of the top 2 at tight end. Javonte Williams was a sophomore in high school.
That sounds about right. And with no Tyreek Hill, I kind of feel like that's going to be an interesting option.
Yeah. I don't see it going off this year.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one for me, I think. But I don't actually think Mark Andrews is going to finish top 2. So
okay, I got Mark Andrews for 37, and I had budgeted 20 for him. So now I was up 3. So now I'm down 14.
Tony!
I gotta work it.
Why? At 2, Tony. At 2. I wanted Kyle Pitts. That's just rule. All right. I don't want him anymore. Although I feel like I'll regret it. Who's the quarterback over there? Marcus Mariota?
Yeah, buddy.
I don't know. Yeah, I can't spend $18 on Kyle Pitts with Marcus Mariota throwing the ball. I love the potential of Kyle Pitts.
First
honestly,
1,000-yard season by a rookie tight end.
Yeah, no, he should still be good. Doesn't he already have Buffalo's defense?
That's bots for you.
No, he doesn't. Someone else in Buffalo. They went hard at Buffalo.
Yep. Not the highest I've seen Buffalo go for, though. Which is 7. And I got paying $2 for a defense is not barbecue strategy. It's just something I do so I don't have to tediously monitor the defenses towards the end of the draft when I want to be summarized.
Well, James Conner, guy who got a lot of interesting. Okay, yeah, James Conner is not going for under $10. I'm going to say that right now.
So the 9 human players in the league own a total of manage a roster total of 1 quarterback, and the 1 bot in the league has 2.
Yeah. What's James Conner been going for?
Let's check that out. Average value 21. The range is 11 to 27. No, never gone for the same one twice. So a wide range of stuff.
I don't trust Cliff Kingsbury to run the ball consistently, but James Conner was great last year, but his numbers also, I feel like they were very touchdown dependent.
Yes, he only had 752 rushing yards.
Yeah, that's what it is.
15 TDs.
That's kind of why I nominated him over here, because I might have gone with Chubb. He was a guy I actually had at the top of my queue, but I'm at this point a lot of money's off the board. I might get Chubb for a discount later. Oh, I love the nomination of Jalen Hurts because I want nothing to do with Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, your quip is actually the title of our general chat right now. My problem with it says general chat. My problem with Jalen Hurts is I've seen him play football.
Right? I stand by that statement. That guy just sails passes. Easy passes. A.J. Brown, I get he's a run and catch guy, but you still have to be able to complete a 5-yard out to make that viable. And maybe Jalen Hurts will prove me wrong. And I get that he's got the rushing totals, but if they decide he's losing them games, Gardner Minshew could see time, and Gardner Minshew can complete a pass. He might not have the arm strength, but at least he has the accuracy. There we go. $39 was a good jump in there.
Since I have no interest in Nick Chubb, I'm going to use the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, and that's the right way to go. Because $40, that's a value honestly for Nick Chubb. I just don't want him because he doesn't get the reception total. I like Nick Chubb. You know what? Truth be told, the reason I'm not going to go for Nick Chubb, I don't want any Cleveland Browns players. I won't touch them. I'm not going to root for that team anyway. Oh, so we got $46 for Nick Chubb going once, going twice. So Josh has got Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs, and James Conner. I have the most money to spend, and we haven't even gotten to some of the players I want. DK Metcalf. Oh, my God. If only Russell Wilson was still there. I got DK Metcalf for $2 in my last draft. Let's see if I can get him for $3. No? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll take him for $5. Oh, you came back from your bathroom break. You realized that DK Metcalf was going way too cheap.
Pants around my knees.
Huh?
I came running back.
Yeah.
Running back. 7's too rich, though. Why can't I
Seven's
find?
not too much for DK Metcalf. I get that they got no quarterback, but he's still like a high-end wide receiver too.
I haven't seen him go for less than 11, but I know a lot of football observers are nominating him first overall, which kind of jacks it up. Josh says, "What do you think about the 3 running backs I got so far for just under $100?"
I think you got a solid running back core. I don't really like James Conner. I think he was touchdown dependent, but I think
Yeah,
you make up for it with Josh Jacobs, who's good value, and Nick Chubb is just a good running back.
yeah, this is good. I like it
I'm
too.
really curious. What has Zeke been going for?
Wide range, one of the widest range. Average value 27, 17 low, 30 high, and 30 has happened like 4 times. People bid to 30 and they stop. I don't know what's going on there.
Well, I think it's interesting because they're gun shy, but I do love guys in a contract year. And right now, Zeke's cut next year if he doesn't like show off that he's the guy. So it's kind of interesting. But really, like, I'm just not interested in Zeke.
I like my running backs to have youth.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And
I,
26.
I don't know that I care as much about youth in a running back.
I
That
should
like
say
matter.
less usage lifetime rather than
Yeah.
youth. Because Ezekiel's like what, 26 years old or something. Yeah.
Ooh, J.K. Dobbins. Is he
J.K.
coming back from Achilles ACL? What was
Yeah,
his injury last year?
I believe it was an Achilles tear in the preseason.
Oh, let me see. I'm going to look that up right
Yeah, look
now.
that up, please. Thank you, because I might be wrong there. I'd hate to be giving people bad information.
Uh, what was J.K. Dobbins' injury? A
What
torn
the
ACL. Honestly, torn ACL. What did he go for?
5?
God damn it! I was nice. Do you see the move? Now this is great gamesmanship by X. What he did is he had me look up the injury, and then when no one went to bid for J.K. Dobbins, he got him for $5. Coming off an ACL, Dobbins is a stud. That's a great play.
That's $11 lower than I've seen him ever go for.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't have. I would have gotten him for like 15. Like once I figured it out, especially because Baltimore is like the #1 rushing offense in football. Travis Kelce should not be going for $33, but I don't like spending this much money on a tight end, especially when I have other guys I want. Oh, good God, I'm torn. You know what? It's fine. I'm gonna get the guys I want. I don't care. I'll let you guys get Kelce. Bastards, you sons of bitches. Man, I'm surprised.
You've cut out. Whatever you're saying, you're gonna
I
have to
had
say
all
it
of the
again.
top tier players.
You gotta say that again.
Oh, I said this is one of my favorite years. I love seasons like this when like the consensus is very different from what I get because this is where this is exactly what I want in a salary like league where all the top guys are going to spend all their money on guys that I'm not really trying to roster. Like if this was like a snake draft, I'd be getting a bunch of. It's like I traded my first rounder for a couple extra second round picks.
Yeah, I love doing
because
that.
that's where I think the real value is going to be.
Yeah, agreed.
So I'm going to be building a really good team this year. AJ Brown for 15? Tony? How did you let this happen?
Jalen
I
Hurts.
thought like
Jalen Hurts.
I
That's
thought
how.
that's fair, but I mean this is Tony and it's AJ Brown. And I feel like the receiving core of Chase, Justin Jefferson, and AJ Brown is exactly what Tony's looking for. I think Josh Allen has been the QB1, right, when it comes to pricing.
Oh yeah. Oh
Like
yeah.
by far. I find that fascinating too. Like Mahomes has dropped significantly
Oh yeah.
in price this year.
I'm not even
Which
telling. I'm telling people. I'm not even advising people to get Mahomes in barbecue.
why?
Just there's the high end tier 1 quarterbacks is flat and it's very high floor. So just get one of those other guys. There's so many other guys. There's 1, 2,
No,
3, 4, 5, 6,
I
7,
want to
8.
point out I've been able to get Patrick Mahomes for like $7.
Well,
So
then do that. But like, yeah, you don't.
like I'm saying his price has dropped and it's kind of crazy to me.
Barbecue used to be grab 2 high upside quarterbacks for $10 total, but for just a
Yeah.
few dollars more, you can just get a top 6 guy with a top 6 floor.
Then
And
why not?
so yeah, so that's what big shift this year in my barbecue strategy. Tampa Bay.
Yeah. All right, my turn.
Sucking needless dollars out of the pot.
You know what? I like nominating this guy here because he's
I like that.
off the board.
I like that. You want? Let me see here. We're rooting for over 20. Over 20, it was a good nomination.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
And if he goes for under 10, I'll fucking take him. Because $9 for.
Right now, I think the issue is there's someone out there going, well, I can still get George Kittle, so maybe I won't bid this much on him.
I got George Kittle for $7 in another in that other 10-man I was in, but it was all bots. Yeah, it was all bots.
Oh, okay.
And once everyone blew their money, it was just me like mopping up and taking all the players I want.
Right.
I ended up walking away with $4, and I wasn't trying to.
Bots ruin data. I'm gonna get a battery pack for my phone so I can keep getting these all human auction values.
$18 for Darren Waller. That's nice. What I like here too, I have. Oh my god, I'm gonna get all the players I want most likely at this point because I have the most money by a significant amount. Let's see. The next best is $97. Ooh, Breece Hall, interesting. I've been wanting to try pairing up Breece Hall with Mike Carter in some of these auctions, but Breece Hall's been going for 2 months. What has Breece Hall's price been so far?
Let's call that up.
Yeah.
I need to have an alphabetical list, is what I'm realizing from today's activity. I have a list by value.
Yeah.
Auction value.
You should have both, right?
Yeah, totally. I should have them printed out so I don't have to look down. $14 average value between $6 and $26.
All right, $17. We're right in the middle there. And honestly, I won't spend that much on a rookie running back.
No.
When I can get better value.
A rookie running back for the Jets who just picked a Michael Carter last year too, and are the Jets.
Yeah.
Josh is torn on his nomination strategy going forward. What are you torn between, Josh? What are your 2 options?
Way to get it to where you wanted it, Evan.
Right? Show DeAndre Swift some show our 2021 Discord darling some respect here.
Exactly. At the same time, you don't have to show him any respect if you don't want to.
Well, you're getting a steal here.
I'm fine. Yeah, I'm going to get a steal regardless.
Let me see what the data says about DeAndre Swift. Average of 45, between 39 and 50, and usually just ends up at 45. So this would be the lowest he's ever gone for. A lot of highs and lows today. That's fun. That's fun. You get these fun things that happen in all human drafts. They don't follow predictable patterns. Or do they? Barbecue Strategy 22, out now. Let's see what Waleed's team is like. DK Metcalf and Saquon Barkley. He goes to 41. Oh, Matt seems pretty insistent. Matt wants 42.
So I'm not hating it, huh? What'd you say?
I'm just saying I'm just calling the play-by-play. Waleed gets him for 45.
I'll fucking take it.
Which is exactly
I will take it.
Exactly what he's gone for the most times, and what his auction value is, and what I have budgeted for him. Barbecue 22.
Great nomination right now. I love DeAndre Swift. I'm super high on him, and I actually think that the way that the Lions have built their offense this year, I feel like he's going to break out. Reek is not going to go for $8.
Yeah, this is dumb. Come on.
What is he going for? 20?
I'm bidding on him, and I don't even have him on any list anywhere.
Yeah. I'm not high on Tyreek Hill at all. Not with Tua and just.
Average of 27, between 19 and 33 is the range.
And the interesting thing about Reek is just he's too inconsistent. And adding in Tua, from a fantasy production, I need some level of consistency from my wide receivers, and he's way too boomer bust. As good as he is overall, and he'll win you weeks, he'll also lose you weeks. So
I get kind of scared pairing outspoken wide receivers with struggling quarterbacks.
yeah, right.
Oh,
But I like
we're hanging
the
here.
nation here because it's getting some money off the board. And now Josh is ahead of me, but he's not really ahead of me because I got DeAndre Swift. So
True.
oh my God, there's so many players I love still available too.
Yep.
Oh, that was gonna be my next nomination. Let's see, who's the next nomination here? Just I don't like it. I'm going to be very interested to see. You know what? This is going to be my next nomination, I think.
Josh is torn between nominating QBs you don't like and nominating RBs because I already have 3. Well, in that case, I would side with nominating quarterbacks you don't like to get that pool dried up because I think naturally people are going to be nominating the top RBs just to get the money out of the pool. So you can probably
Yeah,
get both sides of that coin. You can
yeah.
have your lunch and eat it too. Ben Taylor's been quiet since bidding 69 on Derrick Henry and 54 on J.J. Taylor. Do you think Ben thought it was Jonathan Taylor? No, he nominated him. Oh, weirdo.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think he's J.J. Taylor's
I
brother.
don't think. Let's be honest. I don't think he was thinking.
I think he's J.J. Jonathan Taylor's brother is really or J.J. Taylor's brother is really the leading suspect here. Diggs, late nomination for Diggs. He might go for
very late.
30.
He's gonna.
Lowest he's gone for so far is 39, but I think we're going to break that record.
Oh, we definitely are. And if you guys were part of our Discord when we 2 years ago when he was criminally undervalued, if you were listening to us,
Yep.
you probably won a lot of leagues on the back of Stefan Diggs.
I won my big money league in the back of Diggs, Allen, and Kareem Hunt.
Yep.
That's what we do.
Yeah. I'm sorry, it's too cheap.
No,
like I don't want to spend this money, but like, you know what? I'm gonna let him go because there's a couple other guys here that I really like, and I think I can get 2 of them if I let him go, especially when like money is gone out of the pool.
Yeah. And he goes to the lesser soon. All right, what am I doing here? I don't know what to do because everything's going for less. So
Yeah.
to put.
I mean, it's 10 mans are easy mode at this point too. If you have the most money, which I do. Etienne was going to be one of my nominations, so that was a good call.
Thank you.
He should be able to pull off $10.
Let's see where he's been going for an average of 13.
Yeah.
Lowest 5, highest 25. That's
Yeah. No, he's gone for a lot of money in some of the auctions I've been in. Tony, my next nomination, dedicated to you. I just want you to know that. It's not going to get money out of the pool. It's not anything fancy, but I just want to talk about this player. Also known as the GOATs. Is my nomination? Oh, you just nominated him, so son. Yeah, 14. That's about right. Let's see.
Sorry to walk it all the way down to the clock. I really am taking 9 seconds to think about this.
Yeah.
It's kind of bad form to wake it down to 1 in a mock. But all right, 18 and then I'm out. Ben Taylor, what say you?
Ben Taylor's going to let... No, he's not.
Done.
Well, Ben Taylor's got him.
Done deal.
That's good. Get Ben Taylor's money gone.
Win Ben Taylor's money.
Evan's got the 4th most money remaining in band players, so he's in a good spot, especially considering he's got 5 players. Doing a little breakdown here, he's got Javonte Williams, Aaron Jones, Mark Andrews, J.K. Dobbins, and San Francisco's defense. Really, that's a solid core right there.
Thank you. And this is a tenet of barbecue strategy is you get that core and then you just wait on the wide receivers because they will start
Yeah.
going for 50% of listed value every single time.
Yeah.
Last year I did like 120 mocks, and the only one did the wide receiver market not crash, and I was streaming it and I saw it coming and was able to tell people, okay, I think it's Ken Shamrock says Dobbins for $5 WTF. Yeah, there was a little bit of chicanery on my part there where I
Yeah.
distracted Waleed.
Yeah.
Little
Yeah,
bit
that never would have happened if I was
ethical
not looking up. If it was an Achilles, I wouldn't have bid. If it was an ACL, I would have.
ethical quandary there, Poe. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that because it made it okay for me to bid 37 for Mark Andrews. I needed to
Nice.
sock that
CD
summer.
Lamb for $29.
Yeah.
So you son of a bitch. Tony did that on purpose just to try to sneak David Montgomery past me. You think I don't know what you're doing? You don't think I know the games you're playing?
David Montgomery in human drafts going for.
He's been going for a lot, I think.
An average of 26, between 16 and 37.
Interesting. I didn't think he was that much.
Just wanted to make up for the time sink I did last time by skipping ahead a few levels. Oh, did I skip too high? No, I did not. All right. He's yours. You have a shiny new David Montgomery, and you've got quite a good core going here. I would be shocked if anybody had a better core than you.
They won't. I've mapped out, like I told you, all the money's going to guys I don't want, like, and the people I think are being valued. So I've been getting who I want. This is my ideal running back core, like the Saquon, Montgomery, and all right,
Swift.
We're going to talk about the GOATs. This guy won us a lot of money this year. Nick Folk. This guy killed it for a kicker standpoint last year. I knew it, Tony. You can have him for $2.
And he's the answer to the popular trivia question.
Ken Shamrock is asking Dobbins for $5. Did Evan, were you responding to that already? Did you explain it to Kevin?
Yeah, I mentioned the chicanery. Yeah.
I'll say it in one sentence. Evan is a fuck. That is why Dobbins went for $5, because Evan is a fucking fuck.
Well, he'd asked what his injury is, and I'm like, oh, you should look that up.
Yeah. And then while I was looking it up, he stuck past me. I realized it wasn't an Achilles.
Let's see here.
And then Grayson's left.
Oh, wait.
Do I want Dak for that? You know what? As much as I like my pairings, I'm going to let him go.
Grayson's left, but he's done enough. He spent enough budget where that doesn't make the data not viable. Thank goodness.
No, his data's totally viable.
Yeah, this data is.
He went Devontae Adams, Najee Harris, Austin Eckler, Alvin Kamara. I'll be honest. If you're going to spend all your money on 4 players to have a team, that's not a bad team to do it.
The only thing I wouldn't do is get Kamara. I would get players I would use that 25 to buy players that start now. So I would have players that start now and not $5 left.
And that will hurt him, but down the stretch, he could be a monster. Like, the big problem that's going to hurt him too is not being able to get the value at wide. He's going to have to bargain shop and hope that week 1 waiver wire pays off for him.
Yeah, that's
Russell
beyond.
Wilson's interesting. I'm not there's a part of me that's I don't think he's washed, but I'm not sure.
Whoops, I thought I meant to 9, not 10. Oh well. No, Russell Wilson's great.
Yeah, I think he will be, and I think that offense favors him.
Okay.
If I'm you now, I'm getting the cheapest of the Sutton, Jerry Jeudy options that I can.
He's one of the 10 guys I say to get 4 of.
Yeah. What has Terry McLaurin been going for?
Let's see. $12 average between 7 and 18.
Interesting.
Mode is 11.
I'll go for his average. If I don't get him there, I will let him go. But Terry McLaurin in a contract year is a guy I really like. For my wide receiver too. Ugh. What are the other wide receivers? You know what? There's too much value left for me to. As much as I want him, the fact that I got CD makes me comfortable letting him go and letting someone else spend money, especially because I'm good at finding wide receiver value.
Yeah, he's a bench piece.
I don't know that he's a bench piece. I think he's going to end the year as like. I mean, he's in a contract year and he's a good player. The only problem is Carson Wentz.
I'm feeling apprehensive. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I'm feeling apprehensive that I paid too much for Russell Wilson. I'm hoping that Lamar, Herbert, and Burrow all go for 10 or more than 10. Otherwise, I'll kick myself.
They won't.
Well, dang it. There's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams without a kicker. I mean, a quarterback. Good job, bot.
Yeah.
You really did something there.
So let's look at. I want to look at Tracy's team. He's got $3 left. He's mostly filled up here. I like the Mike Evans. I was about to nominate him. Mike Evans that cheap is kind of insane. Tony's in a great spot. He's got the second most money left. Josh, I'm going to tell you right now, man. You got $97. You can't take it with you. Like at this point, you need to start getting players.
Yeah, you need to work the advantage you got by getting good running back deals.
Yeah. Not even not running back, wide receiver. He's got running backs.
That's what I mean. He got some deals there, and he has an advantage. But if he waits too long, he won't have that advantage.
Yeah. Like, figure out the wide receivers you want, and at this point, you have to make sure you get them. You have the money to do it. Tony's got to do the same thing with running backs, basically.
Oh, Terry, by the way, signed an extension. I forgot about that. Thank you, Tony.
McLaurin signed an extension?
Yeah, he got paid pretty good, like every other wide receiver this offseason.
That pisses me off. I was hoping he did free agency because I wanted that, like, Terry McLaurin, Justin Fields, Ohio State combination.
I totally forgot.
Because the Bears have the most, like, money to spend next year. All right. This is going to be my next nomination. I like it. You're trying to do that because you think...
I got to rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
I just want to see it. I don't have any strategy right now. I just want to see how poorly I did bidding 10 for Russell Wilson.
Dun, 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 dun. I was going to say, as much as I said there was going to be regression, I will take Joe Burrow at a price like this. But Josh has more money than me, so if he decides he wants Joe Burrow, he's going to get Joe Burrow. But I think Josh is being smart and realizes he can just get Herbie or...
Dang it. I chose poorly.
You did.
Oh, well. That's why we mock.
Because there's still Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, and Patrick Mahomes.
That's why we mock.
Half the guys have their quarterbacks already picked.
I would lump Tom Brady in there, too.
I won't. Because I think, fair. What was the thing? Fuck Tom
Brady? Yep. Our Discord's fun. What is going on? Oh, bots. Okay. Is he even listed for 10?
I don't know. But I do know that I'm getting my baby.
Okay. He looks like a cute puppy.
Didn't happen last year the way I thought it would, but I still believe. Whew. So what is my team looking like right now? I got $26 left. I got 7 and 9. My team is Joe Burrow, DK Metcalf, CeeDee Lamb, Saquon Barkley, DeAndre Swift, TJ Hawkinson, and David Montgomery. That is my starting lineup. That's a fire starting lineup. I'll be honest. I'm pretty psyched about that. I wanted to talk about Tracy's team here. We got Josh Allen, DeAndre Hopkins, Tyreek Hill, Joe Mixon, Breece Hall, Kyle Pitts, Darren Waller, and Keenan Allen. Interesting that he went $39 for. He went $39, basically invested into the tight end position. But between Kyle Pitts and Darren Waller, I don't hate the strategy.
I hate it.
Why?
Just get one of them. Kyle Pitts is
If
gonna
they
flip
if they
out.
if they both blow up, it's a trade piece.
I don't trade, so.
Well, that's part of it. Going Amari Cooper here because Amari Cooper's like great value probably at this point, but I want nothing to do with Cleveland. So if he wants him for $2, I'm not letting him go for $2.
Yeah,
Someone's gonna.
I'm realizing my advice wouldn't have landed me Wilson if I'd followed it because I say in barbecue get Wilson for single digits, and I
Yeah.
accidentally bid because I thought I was bidding 9, but I bid 10. So, Josh is getting okay, or Grayson B is getting some bot steals.
Yeah, but now he's like only getting $1 players, so he's going to be like the bottom of his roster is going to just be scrubs. But
Yeah.
honestly, his core is still pretty solid. Yeah,
Josh's nomination.
interesting. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, like I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I wish I had more money, but yeah, you have to pay for T Higgins. Unless Josh doesn't want T Higgins, which is going to be really hilarious to me. Yeah, I was going to say, I think T Higgins is by far the best receiver left. I'll hurt my depth later if I have to get him. I won't let T Higgins go for under 20, especially when I have Joe Burrow.
His lowest he's gone is 21.
Yeah,
So
I'll let Josh have 20.
another low.
Because there are other wide receivers that I really like that are going to have great value, and I have my 2 starters right now in DK and CD. But yeah, Josh, that's like we said, that's why you want to make sure you have to spend that money here. But yeah, Mike Evans, T Higgins, solid receiving core to go with it. You get the best receivers that are left.
Bob Trady.
Right.
Bomb Trady or Russell Wilson, Waleed?
You're gonna get a backup quarterback too, Evan. There you go.
I think he's. Rodgers gonna get backup quarterback.
Yeah, at this point, my nominations are going to be very specific because I just want guys and money off the board.
I'm still on tilt about Russell Wilson, even though I love Russell Wilson. I don't know why I'm so on tilt about him.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this draft. I'd have to say I feel like I have the strongest roster, but I always feel that way. Except for the times that I really fuck something up and I don't. But Tony, apparently a big Miles Sanders fan. Apparently he didn't watch the Eagles last year.
But Jalen Hurts is going to take a step forward or a step back. Either way, it means great things for Miles Sanders.
Yeah. You got Miles Sanders. I don't know like how I feel about
he's my 4th RB, so I'm all right.
I don't mind him as a 4th RB, but there are other guys here I like better as 4th RBs, honestly. I'm just not high on him at all. I'm kind of wondering, like, what do you think? What are your thoughts on Chris Carson?
No.
Like, you're going to be able to get him for like $1, basically.
Yeah, that's like.
But my thing is, like, I know that he was hurt last year and shit, but like.
That's like buying a Model.
Kicker, Grayson?
It's like buying a Model T Ford and trying to take it on the freeway. You're like, you'll get somewhere, but not wherever you wanted to go. Not the whole way.
Yeah.
But nominating extra kickers. Yeah. Extra kickers is all the bots want.
Yeah, what did Justin Tucker end up doing last year? Number 3. Hell yeah. I'll spend $2 on that. That was going to be my nomination next. Patrick Mahomes. Get some of that money off the board.
See, if I bid them up to $10, then I don't feel bad. I can orchestrate my own.
I mean, he's right. He's got like the extra money to spend, but he also doesn't he already have? He already has Tom Brady. what the hell is Roger doing here? He's got Justin Herbert and Tom Brady.
I don't know, man.
And he's what? Is he trying to price enforce? That's just stupid. I would have let him take him and not worry about it. Lamar Jackson was going to be my next nomination.
Yeah, you can't price enforce. A good thing for figuring that out is go to draft results, sort by positions drafted grid. You can see that the only two people who don't have a quarterback are Ben Taylor, who seems a little nuts, and Grayson B, who's a bot who already has. I don't know what they're doing.
He's maxed out.
So there's nobody else who's going to compete for these quarterbacks.
Yeah. And in a 10-man league, honestly, quarterback doesn't matter. You can stream quarterbacks in a 10-man. Unless it's a super flex. And this isn't a super flex. So putting this kind of money out there is just silly to me.
And I just burned $10 that I spent for Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with that. It's something I've never done before, and now I get to see how it works out.
I don't mind. I love having two quarterbacks, but I already got my top tier guy, so I'm going to go cheap here. Now this is where I think Tony should be coming in. He needs the running back help, and Eli Mitchell is going to be a good value here.
Whoa. Yahoo projects him to get 1,333 rushing yards?
I mean, I don't think they understand how Kyle Shanahan offenses work. He might have 1,300 total yards. I could see.
They have him slated to get almost. They have him almost slated to get almost 1,600 total yards.
Yeah, that's just silly. That's a dumb projection. But what was he going for on average? Because I feel like Tony just got a really good
16.
What is Eli Mitchell been getting?
16.
Or going for?
16.
16? Yeah.
Yep.
So Tony just got him for real cheap. I'm really interested in some of these guys that are still left. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be doing a lot in the next round of picks. I just want people to burn some money here because I know who I want, and I'm only filling out 6 bench spots in a defense. In fact, what defense should I nominate for myself next? Really? Oh, this isn't ranked by points projected. I was going to say that'd be insane.
I like your core too, Josh, and I like the team you have so far as well.
Yeah, Mahomes was a good get. The fact that you put that money out for Higgins and Evans is good. It balances out the running backs. You need to get yourself a tight end, kicker, some bench, but you got a lot of money to spend. Figure out which guys you want and get them. All right. Defense. You can take them for $2. I stream defenses, man. I don't give a shit about defense. But if I could have got it for $1, I would have been happy. I won't spend $3 on a defense.
No.
Because the problem with defenses is they're so hard to predict. I'm hoping some of the metrics I'm working on now will make it a lot easier to predict who's going to have the best, who's going to be projected to be the best defenses. I have some thoughts that I'm really excited to test out. And we'll find out how smart I am. I think I'm pretty smart, but history is showing I'm not as smart as I think I am also. So, yeah, I'll take Bateman for $3. You're not getting him that cheap. I don't know. There's too many good receivers. It's hard for me to want to price enforce guys. Bateman isn't in the top of guys that I really want. So. And there's too many fucking players that I just love that are still left. And he's not in that top part of it. So, yeah, I think...
Notice how the wide receiver market has clearly clashed. We were getting guys who are going for 60% of listed, and now they're officially under 50% of listed with Rashad Bateman going there. It always happens.
Here's my question. Who do we think is the wide receiver to own in Kansas City? You got your
Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce.
No, but there's going to be a second player that's worth it. Derek Carr for $1 is going to be incredible value. I actually really like Derek Carr this year. I think he's going to be a sneaky low end top 10 guy. But I've always been high on Derek Carr. I'm hoping that like the problem is having a good coach should help him, but he's got McDaniels, and I'm not sure that Josh McDaniels it all depends on whether Josh McDaniels has actually learned from his mistakes. Who's the running back? Oh, they signed Ronald Jones, right? So that can't be a good sign for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Yeah, I think this is the year I finally fall off the Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Nothing's ever a good sign for Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
For $3, I'll take him, and I'll make sure I get Ronald Jones, and hope that whichever one works out. Like that's what I do. I don't mind him at $3. I have other running backs I like better. I have limited money, so I'm not going to fill the roster out with that.
Oh, Grayson Beasley gets their kicker. Oh, bots. You never fail to crack me up. 3 completely mediocre kickers. Good job.
Yeah. It's corner in that kicker market. All right.
I'm going to look up a recipe. Although I kind of know what I'm going to do anyway. I want to make some crispy cauliflower.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Yeah. Cauliflower's the best. I don't know what I want to do. Here, how about this nut job?
You know, Mike Thomas could end up being like one of the great steals this year, but when a guy it's been 2 years, right? You rarely see a guy after the 2-year stretch he's had come back and actually be a dominant player. So it's hard for me to trust that.
He has to convince me that his brain hasn't broken like Antonio Brown.
And that's what I mean. I kind of think his brain broke.
Yeah.
Which is too nice. He was very nice when we met him for 5 seconds. Let's see. Devin Singletary. Ugh. I mean, why would you get Devin Singletary when you could get James Cook? Oh, does he already have James Cook? Is that why he's going for him? No, he's not the guy who has James Cook. Is Roger the guy who has James Cook?
Nope. Tyler has James Cook.
Tyler has James Cook?
Yep.
He should have gotten himself some Devin Singletary to go up with that.
Well, it's a bot, dude. The bot should be given an award just for not drafting 3 kickers. So.
Yeah. Yeah, Deontay Johnson. What's Deontay Johnson been going for? He's a guy I thought fell way too far.
Notice how I'm bidding with one hand while scrolling with the other, Waleed.
Yeah.
This is how you do it.
So what's he been going for?
For 14, between 9 and 24.
I was going to say, I feel like, you got him at his lowest price. But honestly, as much as I like Deontay Johnson, I've seen Mitch Trubisky as a quarterback, and I'd rather just not deal with that.
Yeah.
Tyler's finally got his guys. Let's go with this. I feel like people would really be high on A.J. Dillon. I am not high on A.J. Dillon, so go for it, guys. No? Am I wrong? People aren't high on A.J. Dillon?
He's going for an average of $12.
Yeah, I was going to say. People should be high on A.J. Dillon. He's looked pretty good, but at the same time, he's one of those guys that everyone always seems to tell me he's going to be better than he is, and I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know why I should believe it.
He had 1,100 total yards last year.
Yeah, I know, but I guess for what you're paying for him, he's probably going to be okay. And with that offense they run, I don't believe in it. I don't know. Yep, that's what I wanted to do. Just get up a good $9 chunk out of the budget here. Right now, there's only two people with more money than me. Josh, who I don't believe is going to spend any money, because Josh, like, you can't take it with you. I keep telling you. Tony also can't take it with you. You got $64 and 8 players left. Just fucking nominate the guy you want. No one's going to beat you for them. And that's going to be a problem, because the problem I have with Tony having as much money as he has is he thinks a lot like I do. Oh, you fucking bastard. Yeah. I might have given away my feelings on Allen Robinson when I said, you fucking bastard.
Well, he's a Bear, and now he's not a Bear.
He's not a Bear. He's an LA Ram.
The Los Angeles Rams.
And he had a really terrible year last year, which is just depreciated his value. Allen Robinson is going to be a stud. Cooper Kupp's number is going to go down, but a lot of that value that OJB had in the second half of the year with Cooper Kupp is going to go to Allen Robinson. Like, Robinson does what, like, here's two things that I want to point out with Allen Robinson. The contract he signed for, he was given a lot of money. So you don't pay a guy that much if you don't think you're going to use him. And, like, his skill set meshes so well with what Matt Stafford does well that I don't understand how. You're kidding me, right? Ronald Jones is not going for under $2. I'm sorry. I will take him because he's going to be the RB1 in Kansas City. Really? What has Ronald Jones been going for? It hasn't been $2.
$1.
He's been going for $1? Really?
Yeah, high is $1, low is $2.
That's interesting. That's a mismatch. And don't get me wrong, I'm not really high on Ronald Jones. I kind of think he's just an okay football player. Damian Harris is a guy I am high on, and I'm not going to get into this bidding war with Tony. I'll let you get Damian Harris because I got Ronald Jones. What I think.
Oh, this fourth kicker.
Damian Harris is a stud.
So
too.
Here's what happened, gang. Grayson B had to leave, so they set their queue, the players they wanted. But they didn't put enough non-kickers. And at the end of their queue, they put just the top 4 or 5 kickers they wanted. But they didn't anticipate that all their players would be gone before the bot was done. So that bot now is just nominating kickers from Grayson's queue because it's at the top of the queue, and they have 4 kickers now. Super fun.
All right, so I got 4 more bench spots to fill and a defense. I'm doing all right here. Let's take a look at what Tony's team is at now. So you got Dak Prescott, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. That's a solid stack. The Eli Mitchell, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Devin Singletary. You're lucky you got Damian Harris for the price you did, because I don't like CEH or Devin Singletary very much, but you do have the God King of kickers in Nick Folk. Very, very big fan of Nick Folk. Nick Folk made us a lot of money last year. A lot of money. 94.5% return on investment on kicker lineups in DFS. Guys, watch DFS for cheapskates this year. It'll be worth your time. That's all I'm saying. Let's see. What are we looking at here? Michael Gesicki went for $2. Gesicki, the problem with Gesicki to me is with Waddle and I feel like Waddle has a lot of the similar skill sets. Damn, Ben Taylor really likes Courtland Sutton. So
sorry for making everyone wait there.
Hey, that's fine. So that means you'll just get Jerry Jeudy for cheaper.
I guess so. I want Courtland Sutton over Jeudy though.
Oh, I would too. I think Sutton's a better fit for what Russell Wilson does well.
Agreed, 100%.
But Jerry Jeudy, everyone has always told me how amazing Jerry Jeudy is, and he's always just seemed he's fine. I don't hate him, but I don't seem to love him the way everyone else loves him.
I should mention I tell people to get Allen Robinson if they have to pay up to $7, so I'm high on him too.
Oh, holy shit. George Kittle's going to go for so cheap. I forgot that Kittle was still available when I was bidding for
Kelsey.
No, for Hawkinson.
Oh.
And the fact that he's going to go for, he better go for like. Do you have a tight end?
Yeah, I got Andrews.
Josh, I'm going to tell you right now, Josh. If you don't end up with George Kittle, you've done something horribly, horribly wrong. Although actually, Tony also doesn't have a tight end.
Yeah,
So,
what they should
there's no
take away,
point in having this money.
what they should take away from this mock is that when they get value, they need to pull the trigger. You don't want to shop for value the whole time.
Yeah.
The other day, I didn't have a quarterback and I had like $40 left. And one guy had one person, I don't know their gender, one person had all 200 left. And they were bidding back and forth with me on Lamar Jackson. And then they passed at $20. And I'm like, you clearly want Lamar Jackson. You should never, ever not end up with Lamar Jackson there. It made no sense.
Yeah, Tony, getting George Kittle was a coup for you. Yeah. And I kind of fucked up on the TJ Hawkinson bidding. I forgot about. He wasn't at the top of my queue though either, which is weird. Is like he being ranked like lower for some reason?
Who?
Well, I didn't remember seeing Kittle when I was looking at Hawkinson.
No, he's not ranked lower than Hawkinson.
No, he shouldn't be. Where does it show draft? Yeah, no, he was on his queue. He was lower than Hawkinson for some reason, which is stupid because Kittle should be the number 2 tight end, I think.
They have Kittle at 5th and Hawkinson at 7th.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's just showing me the order. No, projected points. The projected fantasy points has Hawkinson over Kittle.
Oh, you're right. Oh, wow.
Yeah, which is just.
Then why do they say pay more for Kittle? I guess the floor. What the heck? What these people make no sense? Yahoo, you don't make any sense. You're lucky I'm not looking for a job, or I would go get hired by you and fire everybody. Dalton Schultz goes for a criminally low amount as well.
Yeah.
Wasn't he like the 4th overall guy last year? Tight end? Let's see. 3rd. He was 3rd overall. 3rd overall last year. And they lost that wide receiver, Cooper. And he just went for $5 measly. That's interesting.
I'm looking at some of these.
So Grayson B has 6 more players they can get. Over under on 2 more of them being kickers.
I feel like he's going to have 6 more kickers.
I would love to see him with 10 kickers.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, and no quarterback, and no tight end.
All right, so you got Juju. With Mahomes, I could see that interesting, but I don't know that I think Juju's the guy that gets in there. Kareem Hunt. He's always been a cheat code, but last year was kind of a letdown. I'm not sure how I feel, but the one thing is he's playing for the Browns, so I'm not going to draft him. That's my thing this year. I'm not drafting any Browns players.
I can understand that.
Yeah. Ooh. Cooks. I'll take it for $2. I'll take it for $4. You can have him for $8. That's a good bid there too. Tony just let me know he's serious. Like with what I have my max bid, I can only go 14, and I have other players. That was a good way to make sure you got the guy. And I think Brandon Cooks was one of the best receivers still available. So I absolutely love that move. trying to think. I got space for 4 more players. I mean, with my quarterback, I don't know that I need a backup quarterback, but I do like taking backup quarterbacks. But I don't know if I do in 10-man leagues.
I took one because I was on tilt.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel pretty good about what I have here. We're just going to do one last thing. Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett's always just by me. I don't know about by anyone else, but he's always 100% underrated by me.
Okay.
Did you just get him for $1?
Yeah. Okay.
I'll take Tyler Lockett for $1. The only problem is like Drew Lock is throwing him the football.
Yeah. I did not pick him with the intent of keeping
I don't know.
him.
I have a feeling. I kind of feel like Baker Mayfield's going to end up in Seattle.
That's the buzz.
In which case, yeah, and if he does, I feel like DK and Tyler go up significantly in value.
I think that Seattle will be a fool to get Baker Mayfield. They should just get a...
Why?
Because they have enough draft capital to get whatever quarterback they want next year, and 2023 is supposed to have some monster quarterbacks that are rookies.
True, but it's the question of whether they're actually thinking or not, and I'm not sure that they are. Like,
That's
I don't
true.
think they are. They have a roster on both ends. They should be like rebuilding, and they might be, but I'm not sure that they believe it.
I can see that. That's well put. That is well put.
Ooh, Tony's all about the sun god. Maybe he's not. Oh, he is. I like it. Tony's going to get the guys he wants, and I respect that. My thing is, I'm not sure the long-term viability of Amon-Ra St. Brown with the... Let's see who I want to nominate here. I'll nominate... I think they could be fun for $1. Dallas is the #1 rated defense still remaining, and while I like the scheme they have, the problem I have overall with Dallas is Mike McCarthy is a good coach. Yeah, they make the playoffs, but it kind of feels like that team has so much talent, and it wins in spite of its coaching staff. And that's not a defense I want to invest in.
Yeah. Plus, they got to play Buffalo twice.
Ooh. Tony Pollard is a great nomination. Let's see. I'm going to go for $4 because he's my guy in some respects, but he's like, I only got 2 more running backs I really can get, and he's like the 3rd or 4th guy I have on my queue.
Okay, Josh
So
wants to know.
I'd rather Tony and Josh spend their money so that I can get the guys I want. Actually, you too, Evan. I forgot. I guess I'm. You know what though? I don't mind that. Like I fell behind because the guys I got to do it is Allen Robinson. So.
Josh wants to know what we think about the split in Seattle, Green Bay, and Dallas. I think in Seattle, Penny and Carter are going to get injured by the second half of the season. Sorry, Penny and Carter, and it's going to be Kenneth Walker time. Carson, thank you. Something was telling me that was wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know about Green Bay and Dallas though. I don't know. I'm happy with either of those guys.
Roger really wants Judy. If you want Judy, you can get him right here.
Yeah, good call. Because I have Marge's max bid, which is why I have max bid open and not budget.
Always have the max bid open because you need to be figuring out what you can do and what's the most someone can go after you with.
Exactly.
I mean, the RB splits I think is still going to be The RB splits in Seattle, it doesn't matter. Honestly, well, all right, I will say this, even though it'll probably screw me over. The running back to own is Walker in Seattle,
Yeah, no,
not any of those other
that's what I
guys.
was just arguing.
Yeah,
I just said that. Yeah.
but like he hasn't gone up there, so and you have more money than me, Josh, so you'll steal him from me. But whatever, I have other running backs that I also like. And yeah, always have your. But I was saying before, always have your max bids open because it's all about like what other people can do against you. And like to me, it's always the calculus of what players I have remaining, who I'm going to be fighting against, and like how do I maximize getting the most players I want. Or like if there's one guy I have really high above, who's going to be like the biggest competition on that? Like, and it's always a balancing act. That Gertz for $1 is pretty good price. I'll say that. Good for you, Roger. I'm not going to bid against you because I got my baby boy TJ Hackerson. It's interesting how this mock draft looks a lot like last year's because when I like him on him, not right away. It took me 2 years to give up on CEH, maybe 3 years. Is this CEH's third or fourth year?
I feel like he was a
Yeah.
pandemic thing. That's why we all went nuts for him, and we saw no tape. So I'm going to say it's his third year.
Okay. You are listening, guys, because I want like guys who can be starting RB1s. Tell you, the round he was taken in says Kenneth Walker should be like a guy who's like the workhorse. Um, the problem I'm having right here. No, I gotta. Yeah, okay, I'll let you have him. As much as I like Walker too, I have a couple other guys a little higher on my board, and I like my top end running backs. I'm so strong on the fact that I got all three of my guys. Means that I don't feel like I need to value shop for like running backs. Like I don't need that. I'm looking for a different skill set in my backup running backs. Is what I'll say. Trey Lance is an interesting pick, especially considering I think he already. Oh no, that's his first quarterback. Really? That's your quarterback, Trey Lance? Interesting, Ben. I would have gone with someone. When is Godwin expected to be back?
I know he's going to miss game one for sure.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I love Godwin, and Godwin for $dollars is so insane. I almost went hit that time. I didn't quite get there. Um, fuck, this is the hard part. Who am I going to nominate here at running back?
I know who I'd nominate.
I know who I nominate. I like Cordero Patterson, but he's not in my top five. But if I get him for $1, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, same.
That's how I kind of pick my nominations here. I want to maximize. I want to make sure I get who I want to get, but also I don't mind trying to get certain value at other places. Like I'll nominate a guy I won't be mad if I get for $1, but I'm not gonna like because unfortunately, if I had the most money, I would have picked a different running back. But because I'm fighting against Tony and Josh, I can't do it. So I gotta let these guys do what they're gonna do. Oh, Matt's also sneaking up on me here. I didn't see. What does Matt's team look like? I think he's because the first two picks I see here are Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown, Stephen Diggs, Delvin Cook, Ezekiel Elliott, Travis Kelsey, AJ Dillon, Monroe St. Brown. I like this team. I don't hate it. It's not how I would have built a team, but I get what he was trying to accomplish, and I think he achieved it. At this point, I'd rather like Josh and Tony fill up their roster spots. But I have a feeling Tony's waiting on the same guys I am, and it's just going to get bloody. Yeah. Also for the splits, I never really answered for Green Bay and Dallas. The splits are going to be, I think the splits for Zeke and Tony Pollard are going to be what they were last year. Same for AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones. I think all four of those are viable running back options. Damn, he went straight up for $2. He really wants Rashad Penny, which why? Like, there's nothing about Seattle's offense that makes me think I need to get shares of it. Honestly, I only took DK Metcalf for $7 because DK Metcalf is a stud. He's a physical freak. He's a guy who should be able to outplay the horrible position he's in. So for his value, I got him. But honestly, I wouldn't have paid double digits for DK Metcalf. Like, I just think I got him at bargain.
Mooney, he's still out there. I would have taken him. There's so many good wide receivers still out there.
Yep.
Mooney, Russell Gage.
There are a lot of good
Hollywood. That's the whole list.
You son of a bitch, Josh. Why? Why? I mean, Darnell Mooney had 1,000 yards last year in an offense that was completely broken. Darnell Mooney this year is going to be a stud. As high as I am on Justin Fields, Darnell Mooney is going to be the beneficiary of that. Darnell Mooney for that price is a steal. I think he was going for twice that last year too, because people were high on Darnell Mooney last year. Good God, I got 3 spots left and $10. Honestly, that's not a bad spot to be in.
What do you need?
I mean, I just got a couple of bench spots, and I think that's it. I got 3 bench spots left. My team right now is, to give you a more thorough answer,
to save you the breath, I have your team up on the screen.
Yeah, but I'm doing it for everyone else. Like Joe Burrow, DK Metcalf, CeeDee Lamb, Saquon Barkley, DeAndre Swift, TJ Hawkinson, David Montgomery, Allen Robinson, Ronald Jones, Darnell Mooney, Tucker, and New England's defense.
Josh, I would trade your team is really, really good. It's scary to think about what it could be if you hadn't left that much money on the board. Like, I would consider like an A- team right now. Maybe a solid A.
All right, you get Marquise Brown. Getting Darnell Mooney cost me Marquise Brown. That makes me sad because Marquise Brown was my one receiver left on the board. Unfortunately, there are a couple of other guys I need to make sure I get.
Mine too.
Marquise Brown in Arizona is such a good fit.
Yeah, and he went to college with Kyler.
Yeah, there's something to be said about that connection. I have other guys that I like that I'll get for value, but I'm kind of annoyed that I lost them. Is Tony still around? Like, I'm kind of wondering. Oh, you know what? I know who I'm nominating next, just to get the juices flowing. See if Tony is still around. If Tony is around, he will definitely do something.
I'm out of guys, so I'm going to do some just prep for dinner, but I'll be back plenty of time for the end of the draft for wrap-up discussion.
Okay. So I'll be a vamp. I don't know. I was trying to think of a song to sing that I could, but I can't think of anything. My brain is fully on fantasy football right now. New Orleans defense. All right, Josh is going to get his guys. Josh's team is the second one complete. First one would have been Tyler here. Melvin Gordon. So let's see. Let's look at Josh's team. Oh, actually, let's look at. Okay, 3 teams have filled up their rosters. Josh, Tyler, and Evan. We're going to start with Tyler first because he's at the top of the queue. Tyler's complete team: Kyler Murray, Cooper Kupp, Jalen Waddle, Antonio Gibson, James Cook, Rob Gronkowski, DJ Moore, Deshaun Watson, Mike Williams, Cam Akers, Deebo Samuel, Mike Gesicki, Daniel Carlson, Colts, and Denver defense. Solid team. Honestly, you got the 2 best wide receivers from last year. Let's see. James Cook, Rob Gronkowski, DJ Moore, Sean Watson, Mike Williams, Cam Akers, Mike Gesicki, Carlson, Nicholson, Denver. First off, two defenses. Why? That's stupid. Like, I would not do that. The other thing here, honestly, I like the receivers. I'm not a big fan of his running backs. I think it's definitely problematic. I got lots left and I can't take it with me, so I do like Michael Carter, so I will try to get him. If I get him, I get him. If I don't, I'm okay. Hell yeah. Okay, I feel a lot better about. So the only problem with the, you know what? Let's see. I think my running back depth kind of sucks a little bit, but maybe it doesn't. I got looking at my team here. So I got Allen Robinson, Ronald Jones, Darnell Mooney, Traylon Burks, Michael Carter. Actually, I kind of think I've set it up nicely. So I got even amount of receivers and running. So I can just take the best player available on my board next. I'm not going to get him too because I already know Tony's here and he's probably got the exact same guy on his board. But we will try our best. So Tyler's team. What did you think of Tyler's team, Evan? I know you said you were prepping dinner. I don't know if you're still around. I can hear you from a very far distance.
How about now?
You're still kind of far away.
Weird.
It's okay. We're looking at that team. I think it's just fine. Honestly, for a 10-man, I think it's very weak at running back. Hurt it. Got some. I mean, he's tight end. He's a guy who's not playing. He's got two defenses.
A bot being weak at tight end? Wow. Who would have guessed?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, a bot being weak at running back. Wow.
Let's see. We're looking at Josh right now. His team overall here. We got Patrick Mahomes, Mike Evans, T. Higgins, Josh Jacobs, James Conner, Dalton Schultz, Nick Chubb, Rashad Bateman, Gabe Davis. Matt Stafford is a backup quarterback. I don't mind it though. That's a solid backup quarterback. I only got one player left, so let's try to. What? Oh, you son of a bitch! Yes, Tony nominated my last player, Justin Fields, for $23 to spite me because he is a monster, but also because he knows what I know because he's a Bears fan. Justin Fields is the truth. Justin Fields is your fantasy football savior. $23 for Justin Fields. Honestly, you got a bargain, Tony.
No, he didn't.
He did get a bargain. So I got one last guy to nominate here. I think I'm going to go with a running back because I like my wide receivers. Did I just get auto-drafted?
Yes.
I didn't nominate him, though.
Oh, I know what happened. Can you hear me?
Yeah, whatever. So I guess I got London. I should have gotten Ramondre Stevenson, but that's okay. I don't actually hate getting London there either because he's the only wide receiver in Atlanta outside of like Kyle Pitts. Yeah, he should get some. It's a top 10. I mean, the number one receiver taken in the draft. He's solid. Yeah, I'm okay with it.
I agree.
So my team is now full, but we got a bunch of teams to go over here. We already went over Tyler's, pretty mediocre. Josh's team, we were going over here. Tony Pollard, Cordell Patterson, Marquise Brown. You got Matt Gay and New Orleans defense. Honestly, you got a really solid team, and you left money on the table. Like if you would upgraded, like you could have upgraded a little bit at one of those receiver and running back positions to just have a complete monster.
Yeah.
If you had played differently, Josh, you ended up with low A for me, I would say. Now let's go down to who's the next guy. You know what? And Evan's team. No, we're gonna look at Tony's before we go to ours. So Tony's got Dak Prescott, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Eli Mitchell, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, George Kittle, Devin Singletary, Damian Harris, Brandon Cooks, Chris Godwin, Melvin Gordon, Elijah Moore, Justin Fields, Nick Rams defense. He is lacking at running back depth, but his wide receiver core is disgusting. George Kittle, you got the second best tight end. Uh, you got Justin Fields and Dak Prescott, so you're probably be able to trade one of those quarterbacks to get like some running back depth later. Tony's got a solid team. Tony's got a very strong team. I like it a lot.
Second best tight end.
Yeah, he's got George Kittle. Mark Andrews is not the second best tight end. Like I know that you want to, I know you want to believe it, but it's not the truth.
It's the truth.
Let's look at Evan. We got Russell Wilson, Deontay Johnson, Juju Smith-Schuster, Javonte Williams, Aaron Jones, Mark Andrews, J.K. Dobbins, Miles Sanders, Lamar Jackson, Kareem Hunt, Tyler Lockett, Jerry Jeudy, Kenneth Walker, McManus, and the San Francisco defense. I don't really care as much for your top end wide receivers, but I will say the receivers you got on your bench, I feel like you'll get guys that'll come out. Your running back depth is fantastic, which is, I mean, all you can ask. Let's look at the best team, my team, that is complete. We got Joe Burrow, DK Metcalf, CeeDee Lamb, Saquon Barkley, DeAndre Swift, TJ Hockenson, David Montgomery, Allen Robinson, Ronald Jones, Darnell Mooney, Traylon Burks, Michael Carter, Drake London, Justin Tucker, and the New England defense. Michael Carter's getting really rated this year, which I don't understand because he had production and the way that offense runs, those running backs. So even if Brees Hall does what he does, the like Carter's still going to get hits, and everyone's just kind of auto drafting with their auto drafting. And, I can't even get here. So let's see. We went through Tony, we went through me, we went through Josh, we went through Tracy. Let's see what Matt looks like here. Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, Stephon Diggs, Dalvin Cook, Ezekiel Elliott, Travis Kelce, AJ Dillon, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Hunter Renfro, Kirk Cousins, Raheem Morris, Mostert, and Albert Akumbaga, or whatever the hell his name is. Young Hoku, the Packers and Philly defense. Man, his depth just went straight to hell in the second half. That's what happens when you spend all your money right away. Let's look at Ben Taylor, actually, because Ben Taylor had my favorite ballsy move of the. First off, Trey Lance for $1 is your QB1. That's problematic. Although you got Trevor Lawrence, which is fine. Two defenses. I don't know why these guys auto-drafting two defenses. Since he the two defenses he auto-drafted too, that's just sad. Robbie Gold. You got Cole Kmet, which, as a Bears fan, I'll allow. Chase Edmonds, Cortland Sutton, Michael Thomas, Etienne, Dallas Goedert, Derrick Henry, J.J. Taylor, Pittman, McLaurin. This Ben Taylor, I think, has the weakest team, and that's what happens when you spend all your money on J.J. Taylor. Let's see. Grayson, we got Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, which would be a great stack if Devontae Adams was still there. Still solid. Amari Cooper, Austin Eckler, Najee Harris, Dawson Knox, Alvin Kamara, Noah Fant, Alexander Madison, and James Robinson. I'm looking, why does he only have 3 bench spots? And then I looked at his kickers. Matt Prater, Ryan Suckup, Dustin Hopkins, Harrison Butker, and the Baltimore defense. Bold strategy. I'm not going to work out for you. And the last team to evaluate here, Roger. You got Justin Herbert, Brandon Ayuk, Adam Thielen. Those first 2 wide receivers are very weak. But Jonathan Taylor and Christian McCaffrey is really interesting. I like Pat Fryermuth a lot here. Leonard Fournette, too. Let's see. Tom Brady, Zach Ertz, Hunter Henry, Ramondre Stevenson, Alan Lazard, Evan McPherson, Buffalo, and Los Angeles Rams defense. He's got the 2 best defenses, at least. The problem is, very top heavy. And once Christian McCaffrey gets hurt, his team's going to be hurting. So who do we think has the best team, Evan? 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 Okay, so I don't know, like our stream, the draft is over, the stream should be ending, but Evan is gone, so I don't know how this is going to end. It's going to make it really weird when we edit this out. I think it's going to end up going to. Let's see. Is it going to go to Grayson? No, because your bench just bottomed out with 4 kickers. It's not going to go to Roger
Testing. Can you hear
because
me?
the seats are there. I can hear you finally.
Okay. Well, we made it 2 hours in with it before we had our first technical issue, so
Yeah.
that's good. The Yahoo mock draft report card is out.
Yeah. Oh, is it already out?
Yep,
Good.
I have it up on the screen.
I think after me, the number 1 team, I'm going to actually give it to Evan,
Thank
even
you.
though it went on tilt.
I
You
would
got
give it
balance at
to.
wide receiver.
Oh, keep going.
Yeah. I said you got balance like with wide receiver on your bench, even though I don't think you have the top tier talent. The 2 quarterbacks would have hurt you, but so many other people like left money on the table at other positions. You kind of won this by default. I don't feel like anyone had a very strong draft outside of me.
I thought Josh was best, but yeah, we all did good.
You know what? Hold on. Let me go back to Josh's. I might actually give it to him over you when I
Yeah,
look this over. Yeah, I'm wrong. It does go to Josh.
yeah,
From a pure balance standpoint, he's got the best team.
agreed. But that's just back to me. That's called the barbecue method. It's a foolproof strategy that you don't have to study for at all. That's available on our site, footballabsurdity.com. Yeah. Are you opening up the draft results, which are just
Oh no, I
purely
don't know
for pure?
how do I do that?
Your Yahoo inbox. These draft results are purely for entertainment value only. They mean nothing. We are. I don't think it's very egotistical to say that we are better than Yahoo's uh, salary cap people because we do salary cap starting in now. So, but we just look for fun.
What are we looking at here? I'm trying to look for draft results. Oh, I'm trying to look. I went to draft results and all right, let's go to my inbox. Maybe that'll help because I want to see where was I ranked.
Uh, in the middle.
In the middle.
Yeah.
Yahoo's broken.
Yeah. I mean, we're here drafting in July. We're better. I was just saying, we're better than the average fantasy professional analyst.
Yeah.
When it comes to stuff. For instance, it has me as 50.
It gave me a C minus. Are you fucking kidding me? How stupid is this thing?
It hates Justin Fields. Oh wait, you don't even have Justin Fields.
I don't have Justin Fields. Oh, that's just.
Well, even more ridiculous. It has me first by like almost 10% more than the next team, which is dumb. I love my team, but it's not 10% better than Josh's team. I think Josh's team is better
Yeah,
than
I've
my
looked at
team.
my inbox. I don't have a draft results thing at all.
Huh. Well, it goes Football Absurdity Discord, which again, I dispute that. Number 2, Josh. Number 3, Matt. Number 4, Roger. 5, Tyler the bot. Come on, that's bot bias. Number 6, Grayson, who drafted 6 kickers, somehow got ahead of you, Waleed. So, yeah.
Oh,
I would think that empirically your team is better than the team with 4 kickers. Just there's no debate to be had there.
2 defenses too. In a 10-man league, imagine getting 2 defenses. This is some bullshit. How do I get this thing to show me?
Okay.
Oh, here. View the mock draft report card.
Yeah,
there we go.
There you go.
Let's see. Okay. C minus. You stupid son of a bitch. That's just offensive. Seriously, like.
Yeah.
These. I am just offended. Tony's at 9. That's just stupid.
Yeah. The guy who has 4 kickers is above both of you. That's yeah.
Yeah, I don't even understand it.
No.
I think it's because I got the 2 wide receivers at the end.
It is going to bear well, just talking production on air, it is going to bear well for our business when people start doing the barbecue method and then checking and seeing they got a high grade on Yahoo. Because the kind of people who spend 0 seconds preparing are the kind of people that completely believe Yahoo. So that's good for business.
God, I'm just angry here. Like, because I got all the players I wanted. I didn't necessarily want Burks or London. I auto-drafted London, but I don't hate those guys either.
No,
for
you have
rookie
to have,
wide receivers.
Yeah, you have to have the rookie wide receivers that might flip out down the stretch.
Well, you don't even necessarily have to have them. I would have taken a couple of other guys in those spots, but those guys, like, from a organizational standpoint, like Burks, who's competing for Burks for targets? Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody in Tennessee is. He's going to fill the AJ Brown one. I mean, is he going to be a stud? Not necessarily,
Yes,
but
he will.
from a value standpoint, he could very well be a wide receiver 2 on the year. Drake London only has Kyle Pitts to deal with. The problem with that is Marcus Mariota it's hard to believe it.
I can't believe that's where they're starting. They're tanking.
They are tanking, and they should be tanking because they like the way they're built. Because they're tanking because next year they get to take a quarterback with the first overall pick. If I were them, with Kyle Pitts and Drake London set up, they're building that infrastructure so when that quarterback comes in, he's going to have some weapons. No, they're setting it up nicely. I like what Atlanta's doing. It's a good long-term vision.
All right, so I am going to wrap this up with some promos. If you want to see the foolproof barbecue method, go to footballabsurdity.com. If you want to go to see my data of all human mocks, find and talk auction with us all day long, go to the Football Absurdity Discord. Do you have anything you want to say left to say, Waleed?
No, just thank you guys. This is the inaugural 2022 auction salary cap Twitch stream. We'll be doing this every Saturday until the football season starts. Thank you guys for joining us. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, and we're going to work in more content. Like, I'm thinking in the future, after we do a salary cap draft, we should just stay on the air if it's popular and do a snake draft or something, you know?
I think so too.
Yeah. And
once we're offline, I'm going to have a conversation with you about some stuff we can do.
Okay, so I'm going to take it offline. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Ken, for posting. And Mission Micro, we see you there at the last minute. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And also, if you enjoy our content, please subscribe. If you're an Amazon Prime subscriber, it won't cost you anything, but it'll help us create content that you guys can use to help you be better at fantasy football.
Yeah, and we pay our writers. We pay our writers more than most people, so
yes, we do.
It allows us to keep doing that.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to say goodbye, everybody.